Today I'm not in my own workshop. I'm in my buddy's workshop, Dominik Ricker, and I want to show you two products that we developed together, and I think this became the most versatile router jig and trim router jig you can get on the market. They offer a lot of cool functions and they do not only work free-handed as you can see here, but you can also put them in your router table like that. Pretty quick, wasn't it? But these were the main functions and I want to show you each and every one of them in detail now. The jigs come in a neat packaging without plastic. The base plate is out of 6mm precision milled cast aluminum, and the system includes a 3mm composite plate to make the jig glide and prevent scratches on your workpiece. It also comes with the fences and all the screws to connect your router to it. The first and most obvious function of the jigs is that you can use both hands to guide your router. You have a very firm grip and you can pretty much do whatever you want, and you have your router still in your hand and it does not tip over when you have narrow workpieces. Because of the fences here, you can close them to the workpiece and then it's really stable on it, even when you turn the router on an edge of your workpiece. Speaking of putting the router on the edge, you can use the integrated center finder with the two screws. Align the two screws with your workpiece, then close the fences, and now you have perfect center. It's really dead on and it's bulletproof each and every time. You can also use it to make mortise holes or dados. The fences also have other functions. You can put them on the edge like this or on their side like that. Here you have a lower profile and here you have a higher profile. With the higher profile you can also flatten slabs. With the small jig you can flatten slabs up to 12 centimeters in width, that's about 5 inches. With the fence on the side you can now also flush trim your butterfly inlays, for example. Now just put in your butterfly like you normally do, let it stick out 1 or 2 millimeters up and then flush trim it with your router. That's pretty easy, it's fast and very accurate. And with the small jig you can also flush trim edge bending. Therefore we have this plate, you can screw the plate under there and then flush trim to your surface. With a big hole cut out in the fence here, you can really close the fence to your workpiece and still flush trim the edge bending. This plate also has another function. As you can see, there's a series of holes in it and you can use it to screw the plate to your workpiece and then make circles. You can make larger circles and also very, very tiny circles like that. But the function that I think makes it the most versatile router jig on the market right now is the fact that you can also use it in your router table. And to make that happen, we have these small little triangles out of aluminum with some set screws, and there you can insert your router plate like that. With the set screws you can adjust the height of the plate once in the beginning when you make your router table, and then you never have to do it again. When you change between handheld and the router table, you only have to loosen 4 screws and then you can take it out. The large router system includes interchangeable inserts to accommodate for your router bit size. Now that's a fairly large router bit to make your rabbit, but you can actually use that small router bit to make the same rabbit, but you have to turn it 90 degrees. And with our jig you are able to make a horizontal router table. At this point we want to give some credit to Guido Henn, who showed a horizontal router table in the German woodworking magazine Holzwerken. Now here you can see how you can turn your router jig on the side and use it as a horizontal router table. You can do that with a large and small router jig. Now I didn't come up with all the ideas myself. Dominik, who's a trained industrial designer and a professional woodworker for over 10 years, he developed the tools with me together. And together we have our label, which is RBT. It stands for Ricker, Bau and Tools. Yeah, Dominik, maybe you can walk us a little through our development process that started with this acrylic plate.
So our journey started with this jig, and you may have seen it before. It's made by Samurai Carpenter. His video is clicked more than 1 million times. And you can say this jig works. And if it works, it works. So we thought about, is there any point that we can improve? And we said, okay, the material, acrylic, yeah, it's nice to see through the jig, but after you use it for some time, yeah, it gets scratches all over. And first of all, it doesn't look that good. And the second one, you can't see through it. And maybe there's a scratch right there where you make your mark. And yeah, it's not that easy to see through it. So we needed to find another material, and we wanted to make it easier to use. So we found these aluminum profiles. They're easy to get, they are not that expensive. And as you can see with the screws in here, it's easy to adjust. You don't have to unscrew them like before. And yeah, this I think was the first big step we did. Then is there this big piece of junk, you can say, of MDF. You may know Fabi's video, and he's got a CNC. So we had an easy way to produce prototypes, but as you may can see, it's also a lot of changes we had to do. If you make one step forward, you were like, oh, there's a new function. And if you make the first test runs, you may recognize, oh, okay, but we have got a new function, but the other function won't work anymore. So we had to fix that. And it was a nightmare for sure. This was the biggest milestone we had, because we were in Fabi's workshop next to his just new installed router table insert. And we were like, they are kind of different, but not that much, because we thought about not to do it in MDF just for the prototyping. We want to do it in aluminium, around 6 or 8 millimeter thick, and it's pretty much the same as you just installed in your router table. So maybe if we just cut off the round edges, we've got the 2-in-1 system. And we were like, for sure, man, for sure it's the 2-in-1 system. Why not? We can put it in our table, and if you don't want to use it in your table from time to time, you can use it freehand. So you've got the best from both worlds. And we're like, cool. So the 2-in-1 system was born, and we thought, okay, up from here, it's just a piece of cake, just the manufacturing, easy to do. We are here in Germany, engineering. So we ordered these plates. They were the first prototypes in aluminium. And we thought, okay, it's easy, it's cheap to laser cut them. But the main problem by laser cutting is the laser, which brings in heat, and the heat, causes some twist. So it's not even, it's not level, and you can feel it here. It's perfectly even, but with this one, there were like 2 or 3 millimeters round. So no more laser cutting for the aluminium parts. We drove to the other end of Berlin and got this one. Little bit more pricey, but it's all milled, it's dead flat, and I think that's necessary if you want to use it in your table. All parts you can see are made in Germany, even the norm parts are ordered at German manufacturers, and I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty proud to present our tools. There are more to come. It has been a long journey, and I think there are more sleepless nights to come. So much crazy stories. Maybe you can offer some of those stories.
Now, one of the crazy stories was that we got the aluminum plate prototype delivered to my house, and I had to get it that day to the anodizing service because there was a certain window where they could anodize it. My car broke down just that morning, so I charged through the city on my road bike 50 kilometers with a plate in the backpack and delivered it to the anodizing service 5 minutes before they closed up shop. As I said in the intro before, I think this is the most versatile router system on the market right now, and I'm proud we can offer it at a fair price to you. Now, you can find the link in the description down below, and if you choose to buy it, thank you so much for your support. I hope to see you in the next video.